So, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading into our second half of today's stream. I'd like to say so far, thank you all for being a great chill audience. We checked out Uluru or Ayers Rock. Then we checked out Sydney. Now we're going to check out Melbourne, Australia. I don't know if we're going to stay in Australia all night, but so far it's been quite interesting. Here we are. Nice high up, and we're going to be descending into Melbourne from the water, which is cool. Shout out to Jake Lasso, who's our only super chatter of the night. Shout out to our top contributor, Fear and Shadows, with a $19.87 tip. The way it works is the top contributor by the end of this stream tonight will get to choose where we go next time around first thing. So, right now it's Fears and Dreams. Unless someone beats that tip, he'll be able to choose where we're going next time. All right? I would appreciate it if you are going to contribute tonight, if you could tip me, simply because I need help with tips right now to pay my bills and the like, and we have other rewards in effect. Raise $100 tonight. You guys get to pick a vest for me to wear, okay? So, let's get it going. Let's get to Melbourne. There it is. But we have to start our descent, our slow descent. But right now, we are really high up. All right. Once again, got to get past this cloud cover to really see the city. So is it pronounced Melbourne? Or is it Melbourne? I always thought it was Melbourne. I always thought that, and now people tell me it's Melbourne tonight. Huh. I don't know why we are going up. I have no idea because I'm not doing that. I'm trying to decline, and the game is making me go up for some reason. So now we stalled. We've stalled. Okay. Melbourne. Oh, Melbourne. That actually makes more sense. Melbourne. All right. Carmen San Diego tipped me $2 and says, I hear the PC version lets you import Google Earth data, which is pretty awesome, but Xbox is pretty good. If you compare it to, say, Flight Simulator 98, that's the last and only copy I ever played. Everything was flat in that version. Not surprising. And probably not accurate either, right? It probably wasn't very accurate back then. So there we are, and we want to start making our descent. Here we go. Derek says maybe we can visit Hong Kong tonight. Maybe. We'll see. I'm sure that's beautiful. They probably got all kinds of crazy lighting in the city, right? Oh, crap. So, unlike Sydney, I don't really know any landmarks in Melbourne. So, I don't really know what to look for. I guess we can just fly around and see what it looks like. Is there a paraglider? I don't think so. No, I'm fairly certain they didn't put paragliders into Flight Simulator. Aspendale. So, unlike Sydney, you can see here, this is not... Why is it going up? I'm not pulling up. I'm seriously not doing this. The game is fucking doing whatever it wants. But anyway, what I'm seeing here is that this does not have a ton of skyscrapers and or ginormous buildings like Sydney did at all. It's still a very dense, populated city area, as you can see, but it doesn't seem to have that kind of major downtown vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? Adjust the trim? How do I adjust the trim? I don't even know how to do that. How do you adjust the trim? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how the trim got fucked up to begin with. I didn't do it. Melbourne Cricket Ground, says Derek. Says that's where the WWE was. Oh, I don't know. We have to. Maybe that would be labeled. Maybe it wouldn't. Who knows, right? The game's beautiful, says Simeon. I agree. Keysborough? See, I don't really know any of these landmarks or any of these areas. Nothing stands out like it did in Sydney. Everything's just kind of small scale. There's Noble Park. Springvale South. Right bumper and right stick? Okay, there we go. There, I just did it. There you go. I think that worked. It actually did. I think now we're still going up, though. Psst. Noble Park North. Oh, really? Your Bakery says this is his hometown. I did not know that. Yeah. Melbourne. Melbourne, Australia. It's nice, but I wish I had some landmarks or something to find, because I don't really know any of these. Springvale. Noble Park North. Dandenong. Keysborough. Yeah, definitely. Mark says, do you see how different the cities are to, say, the Outback? I mean, look, it looks like you're on a different planet. It seriously looks like you're on a different planet. Like, no lie. Look at it. The Outback was all arid, full of minerals, dried out. This is all beautiful, lush greens and city. It's cool. So now I'm being told it's Melbourne, not Melbourne. Okay, Melbourne, Australia. Got it. Melbourne. Being told that's officially correct. Doveton. Endeavour Hills. So it looks pretty nice over here. A big rolling hill or something. You're May Creative, you're actually from here. Can you tell us some places we should look for? Oh, shut up. Shut up! Shut up! No one cares. No one cares. The duck-billed platypus lives only in Australia. Oh, yeah? It's the only mammal to lay eggs? Well, that's not true. This is the most primitive mammal to lay eggs. Okay, maybe that's true. Press Y and up on the D-pad. You're flying through the sky with the trim. Okay, I am. Here we go. Y and up. There we go. Did that fix it? I think that fixed it. There. I think now I'm not going up anymore. Listerfield South. Pistol Louise says, I went to the National Zoo yesterday. I saw a Gila monster. It's local to Australia. That's cool. Your Maker says the Yarra Valley is beautiful greenery. I'm going to get married out there later this year. Yarra Valley? Wonder where that is. Mulgrave. Wheeler's Hill. Look at that beautiful greenery below us. Rowville. Knoxfield. Pull up, you crazy fool. Fern Tree Gully. So many people now have different suggestions of things I should do. I'm getting a million suggestions. You know what would be pretty cool? To see those giant redwoods. I don't know where they are in the world. Remember, there's actually a forest in the world that has ginormous redwood trees, like giant, huge, epically large ones. That might be pretty cool to see. Your main grace is the thing with Melbourne. It's a huge suburban sprawl. Outside the CBD and inner city, the fringes touch nature. Dandy Ranges, Yarra Valley, etc. Tremont. The basin. Shall we fly to the basin while the game's still telling me that I'm in trouble? Being stupid. The giant redwoods are in California, says Mr. Kennedy. Oh, I did not know that. Giant redwood trees. Who are my favorite Australian actors? Oh, shit. He says his is Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman's a great actor. Also a great, you know, for musicals, musician, singer. You know, he can sing really well. Very multi-talented. I'm trying to think who else is Australian. Mel Gibson is. Although not many people like him anymore. Have a good night, PFAF. See you later, man. Paul Hogan. Oh, shit, I wasn't paying attention. We're in trouble now, boys. Woohoo! Oh, sorry about that. Well, Phil did it again. He crashed. He crashed in fucking Melbourne. I wasn't paying attention. I totally wasn't paying attention. Well, shit. I think we need to get out of Australia before the authorities show up, because we're in pretty big trouble right now. That's the second time in one night that I crashed in Australia. Mark McCauley says, that's exactly my house you crashed into. You can actually see some glitches here. You can see how this house obviously is not really like that in real life. See that? This is like, it's like sucked into the ground. Obviously that's not real. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I think we had enough fun in Australia tonight. I think we'll do something different. How was the new Vegas stream as Brotherhood of Steel Paladin? Sorry, guys. You know what I should do? I should, for a moment, stand up and stretch, because I have not stretched at all tonight. And now you hear I'm yawning because my blood oxygen level is low. Let me just stretch my legs for a second. Ooh. As for Fallout, it went really well. We got a pretty good tear into the, not Lonesome Road, excuse me, the Honest Hearts DLC. Yeah, the Honest Hearts DLC. It's going pretty good. So far, so good, as they say. And next time around, we will probably get further. Might even beat it, because for my knowledge, it's not very long. It's only like 5 hours long. We're already like 2.5 hours into it. So, all right, let me stretch my legs. Ooh. Ooh, stretch. Raw stretch. Do some yoga poses. Yoga. Yoga. Stretch. If you see stretchy noodle arms wiggling in front of the camera like this, I'm doing my Dalcine moves. Doing stretches in the office here. Yoga. Stretch. Okay. Well, that felt good. Okay. Can't I stretch my legs in the new chair? I could if I put up the footrest, but it's better to stand and actually get a full stretch, like, versus just to kind of recline a little bit. I'd rather have a full stretch, you know. Okay. So what do you guys want to do? Let's see. Some people have been suggesting stuff. Mark McCauley says Hong Kong. Derek says Hong Kong. Let's see here. Your mate Crazy says life goal is to move out of the Dandy Ranges or far north in the bush. Nature in Australia is beautiful. Look out for those fucking spiders. King Michael says, what about a giant bridge? The New River Bridge in West Virginia is awesome. Vegas? Oh, we definitely haven't gone to Vegas yet. No, we haven't really done much of anything. You know, this is a brand new experience for me playing this. So, I'm just curious, if I typed in Redwoods, what would happen? Would it actually bring them up? Probably not, but I'm just curious. Redwood? Nah, all it does, it brings up airports. See that? And I guess the question is, Redwood Valley, is that actually where they are, the Redwoods, or not? Like, how would you know? I don't think, how would you know if that's where the Redwood trees are? I don't know how you would know, right? Can we change this so I can see? What the fuck? This is not what it looks like 10:33 a.m. What are they talking about? They didn't change the time. They're not changing the time. This is pissing me off. Look, it's fucked up. Clear skies. It's not working. Look at this. It's called Redwood National Park. Oh. Nothing. It didn't work. That's really stupid. Is it not working or something? Hold on. You know what? Fuck this. Restart. I think the game is crapping out on me. Because why did I change the time and it didn't actually change the game? Let's just reboot. Let's get a fresh boot and see if that does anything different. Okay. Alright. Let's try this again. Let's try that again. Whole thing crapping out on me. Okay. Let's try this. Get it to load again. What do I think about wearing lumberjack shirts and beanies? Because I'm not hot enough right now in the office. Let's start stacking on more layers of clothes, right? Sweat even more. Okay. We got some people asking for North freaking Korea. We got some people asking for Hong Kong. There's no consensus. Okay. What's funny is they show Bora Bora, but Bora Bora is kind of crappy. Well, you know, because we did it. It was very boring. Ooh, excuse me. Because the black sword says maybe Vietnam. Okay. I just want to see if I can get this to work now. So I did Redwood. Let's try this again. Right? Redwoods? The lofty Redwoods of Anchorage? I don't think that's correct. Redwood Falls, California Redwood Coast. Maybe we there, the California Redwood Coast. Now again, I want daytime. There we go. I don't know what UTC is. Try that, the Redwood Coast, and see if we can see any redwood trees. Okay. So, that's the airport. Redwood Coast Airport, right? Where would the redwoods be? This way, maybe? I do see a lot of greenery, I just don't know where the redwood trees are. Huh. It's called Redwood State Park? Oh, okay. How do I just go back one? Left bumper. Nope. No search results. 0. It doesn't exist according to this game. No, there's no Redwood State Park. Doesn't exist. How nice. Damn it. Here's Mount Shasta. If anyone's thirsty, you can get a Shasta. Mount Shasta. I don't know. It's screwed up. Redwood National. I typed that in. Doesn't work. Redwood State and Redwood National. Nothing comes up for either. Redwood Park? How does nothing come up? Nothing. Oh my god. Well, I got nothing. I had an idea, and apparently the idea is a bust because the stupid game doesn't work properly like that. That's really dumb. Usagi Jodo says 41. Okay, here's some coordinates. Let's try this. 41.2132. And what was the second half? 124.00046. Yes, that's what I want. No. That is completely wrong. I don't even know where we are right now. We're in Nevade. We're in Nevade, Benzumazu Huzubu in the Pingshan district. Nope. Nope. Yeah, it's not right. Alright, forget this. Alright, we'll just do something different. Forget it. Oh, let's see. Close this. Okay. Let's see. South America? Something in South America? Africa? We haven't been to Africa yet, right? Ooh, got a burp stuck in me. It won't come out. Ugh. Annoying. We did the pyramids already last time, Sly. You must have missed it. Now Rain Perfect is giving me completely different coordinates and claims that's the Redwood area. Wakanda? No, I don't think Wakanda would make sense. Stonehenge, you probably could barely see it. It's tiny. Stonehenge is really, really small. See you later, Joel. Have a good night. I hope you enjoyed us checking out Australia. Per your request, man. That was fun. I don't know. Everyone's just throwing out random stuff. It's so random. Maybe we should just do something completely randomized. I don't know. What's this? Murmansk. Welcome to Murmansk. Let's do it. Is that Stockholm? Is this Stockholm, Sweden? It is Stockholm, Sweden. I've never been to Stockholm, Sweden. No shit. I barely ever left the country. Of course. Oh, let's see here. Orcs or dorks? There's super chance to fly to your own house. Oh my god. You got... Who wants to do that? You save that for later. That's nothing special. That's nothing special, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Is this Stockholm, Sweden? I think it is, right? Maybe not. I don't know where the fuck Sweden is. Mount Everest? Where's that? Where's Mount Everest? Cairo, that's where we went. We've already been to Cairo. Dreyfus Tower. Richard Dreyfus Tower. Who knew he owned real estate all over the place, right? Christ the Redeemer, that's Rio de Janeiro. I don't know. I don't know what to do. This is the problem with a game like this. There's too many choices. There's too many effing choices. We should just go to Detroit. Let's go to... You know what? No, I know what I want to do. I want to go to Chicago. I'm in the mood to go to Chicago. Because I've been to Chicago many times. Yeah. I've been to Chicago many times. And I bet I could see some of the landmarks and stuff there. I want to go to Chicago. Chicago. Oh. Yeah. Now, the question is, where's all the stuff that I know? Right? Like, where's the major parks and everything there? So, I guess... I'm trying to remember the names of the stuff. Like there's the fairies thing is called the Bean. Nothing. Even though it's a point of interest in Chicago, it doesn't know it. Wow. Fuck off. I don't see the problem is I don't remember the names of the parks and stuff. I'm trying to find stuff that I recognize. Play it by eye. See, that's the problem. If I do that, I probably will never find it. I mean, like, I'll probably never find the stuff that I know if I play it by eye. I'd like to have a general idea of where the stuff is in the main city that I'm aware of. Because a lot of the times, these airports are actually far away from the main interesting parts of the city. Yeah, see Willis Tower? Alright, let's try Willis Tower. Willis. It doesn't even have it as a point of interest. You've got to be joking. You're no. There's no way. There's no way that Willis Tower is not a point of interest. How is that not a point of interest? It's one of the biggest fucking buildings in Chicago. Oh, that's not a point of interest in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Sorry. They're out of their minds. That's ridiculous. I don't even know what to search for now. It's not going to be Sears Tower, watch. It's been Willis Tower for a long-ass time. Nope. They just don't have it. The points of interest in this game are terrible. For some odd reason. Giant things that they should be real are fucking bullshit and not in it. How does that make any sense? Oh yeah, Derek says they changed the name of the bean to Cloudgate. Fuck. Probably still ain't gonna work. Nope. I give up. This is terrible. This is seriously a waste of time. Why? How do they not have any points of interest of anything major? Like, what the fuck? This is... I'm actually legitimately upset about this. This is, like, so dumb. A flight simulator game, but we don't have any points of interest in the game. So you can't find anything. Like, dude, seriously? So what landmark in Chicago do they actually have in the game? Seriously. This is ridiculous. Trying this. Negative 8763. Where's negative? Oh, fuck. Okay. Trying to recognize this. Yes, this is it. This is downtown Chicago. Absolutely. That's the major river that runs through it. And these are the bridges that go over the river and allow you to go back and forth. Yeah, this is the main central river that runs through Chicago. And what I'm trying to see is where's the park? Where's the big ass park that has the bean and that shit in it? Because you can't really see it from here. Not sure. I guess what we could do, since it was right about here, right? These are the... Hold on. It was right here. Yes. I guess what I could do is I could set somewhere around here as like the destination. And then we'll fly here. Okay. Let's see if we can make this work. I don't know. I know Chicago. I've been there many times, and I know a lot of the landmarks, but it seems like this game just doesn't want to put them in the game. It's so stupid. That's right. It's called Millennium Park. Thank you, Nick Rules. Millennium Park. Why the hell do they not have major landmarks in major cities of the world in this game? Oh, we're not going to label that. That's not necessary. What the fuck? That actually pisses me off. Hopefully we can figure this out. I'd like to see Willis Tower. I'd like to see Millennium Park. I'd like to see the Bean Sculpture. I'd like to fly over that other giant park where the Blues Festival was. Alright guys, so FYI, roughly a half an hour left on stream tonight. Thank you for chilling with me tonight, and thank you to everyone who did contribute. Again, Fears and Dreams remains the top contributor with the $19.87 tip. Whoever's the top contributor by the end of the night gets to choose where we go next time, okay? So there's Midway International. O'Hare International. Let's take her down. And I'm already seeing some cool stuff at the waterfront. I just want to go down. Yes. Here we are. So there's the major part right there. That's downtown Chicago right there. Why they don't label Willis Tower in the game is ludicrously stupid. It's the biggest tower in the fucking downtown Chicago, and they didn't label it. They didn't feel like it was important. That's pretty fucking lazy, quite frankly. Okay. I'm just trying to descend. Shut up. The cool boats they got out there. Look at that. They got boats down in the water. I like that. Alright, so I think we're coming up on some of the biggest stuff here in Chicago. I believe directly below us is Millennium Park. I think that's Millennium Park down there. When we get closer, I can tell you. The stadium right over there, I think. I'm not sure what stadium that is. A lot of baseball fields below us. Let's see here. I don't know. I don't necessarily recognize much here. And I've been here a lot. I've been here at least 2 to 3 times. I documented my trips, and I don't really recognize this stuff. Okay. Is this it? No. No, that's not it either. That's not Millennium Park. Nope. That was not it. So this right here, what we're flying over right now, is considered the riverfront. Now, this is the part of Chicago where a lot of the businesses are. Not only is it like corporate stuff, but there's a lot of tourism. There's a lot of restaurants and stuff by this river. And these bridges crossing over, a lot of people walk across these bridges or drive across these bridges to get around. Pretty cool, flying right by this giant tower. That might, I don't know which one is Willis Tower. There's some pretty unique looking architecture in Chicago. There's some more of those bridges. The pilot to me $1.30 and says, O'Hare Airport is a paid DLC. It comes with airport updates and city markers. They put Chicago behind a paywall. Did they seriously? You gotta be joking me. You've gotta be joking me that you have to buy the airport and get the fucking landmarks. Wow. That's bad, man. Come on. That's pretty bad. See, I wonder which tower is Willis Tower. I have no idea. I've been in Willis Tower. Paid DLCs. Owned. Owned by the paywall. I do like how these buildings look. As you can see, much different than, say, Sydney. The buildings are much larger scale and just like, you know, really, they call them skyscrapers because they're scraping right through. Okay, that's Millennium Park. I'm 100% sure I've seen that crisscross lattice work. It's above a field people sit there, and then that's a stage where they do concerts. Yeah, I've seen that stage in person. So 100%, that's Millennium Park, and that would mean that that's the bean. All right, we found it. That's the bean right there. All right, I'm gonna fly by it again. That's the bean. I finally saw it. I'm like, geez, finally something I fucking recognize. That's the beam, straight ahead. See it? It looks metallic and round. It's a giant metal beam. And you could go under it, and there's no cell phone signal for some reason when you do that. Alright, well, at least I found it. I was actually angry for a second there, but now I was like, okay, I remember the lattice work. That's the stage. We were actually there when a concert was going on. That's the beam. If you go further over here, there's a museum. Yeah, there's a museum right there. And then it's 1 or 2 streets over is that river crossing over. And that's where all the businesses like restaurants and stuff are, in hotels. Yeah, over here. That's the big river. Yep, that's it right over there, the big river. I'm stalling. I'm stalling! Sears Tower is the tallest one there with 2 spikes or antennas. So that's it. That's Willis Tower right there. Alright, so I've been in Willis Tower. When you get up there, there's actually a room where the whole room's kind of made of glass. And you can actually look out over the rest of the town and see everything in town in relation to where you are, which is really cool. I'm stalling. Stall! 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 Yeah, I've been right there. I've been in that tower right there. I don't know what flight level or what floor level the glass rooms are in, but I've been there. Cool. Pretty cool to see it like that from the sky for sure. Like, to see in the bean is really cool. I want to see it one more time. And then we have time probably for another thing tonight. Something else to do. Yeah. I seriously can't believe they hid the landmarks behind a paywall. You have to pay to get the fucking waypoints. Wow. Hello, Chris. How are you tonight? Derek said, can you believe it's 10 years since your Chicago trip videos? I mean, no. I can't. I could believe it. At this point, like, my life in Washington seems like most of my life. Like, seriously, like, I know I spent a lot of time in Connecticut, but it's been over 7 years I've been here now, so. Alright. So there's the bean. Let's get a little closer. Let's get a little closer to the bean. There it is. You see it right there? See the bean? Do you see the bean? Can you see it? Oh! Ow. Hey, I can see this. You can see the stage. That's the stage right there through the alleyway. Oh. Well. Oh, man. I definitely remember the streets of Chicago looking just like that, actually. It's pretty accurate. If you're not aware. The streets of Chicago are full of these geometric oddities and objects. And cars are forced to, like, drive around and over them. Like, this car. I remember seeing this street because this car was floating the whole time. See that? It's great. What vests are on the menu tonight? Asked Mackie. Well, if we had hit the tip goal of $100, the vests on the menu tonight were going to be platinum, red, blue, and beige? Yeah. Platinum, beige, red, and blue. Those were the 4 that were going to be eligible for tonight. But at this point, we've only got about 20 minutes left on the stream. And it doesn't look like we're going to make it. We're pretty damn far away from hitting the $100 goal. So this is just amazing. Who wouldn't want to live in Chicago with streets like this? This is very accurate when you're there. Just so you know. Look, there's 2 cars driving into each other. They're driving through each other, into each other. This is great. Very accurate. Okay. Alright, well. We got time for one more place. That was actually fun finding the bean and the Millennium Park and Willis Tower. So, okay. Last one of the night. What will it be? Oh my god, excuse me. Whew. Oh my God, Las Vegas at night. Let's save Las Vegas. Here's why. When we do Vegas, I want to do it daytime, nighttime, and I want to like fly past the strip multiple times to see this stuff. So let's save that, okay? Usagi Jojo says, "Man, seeing those graphs so close is a disappointment." They obviously optimize it just to be in the sky. They're not planning on you walking the streets, you know. Okay. Oh, let's do something not a city, because we just did several cities. What can we do that's not a major city? Ooh, excuse me. What about Mount Rushmore? Mount Rushmore. Where is it? I don't even know where Mount Rushmore is. Where is this? What state? What state is that? Nebraska? Really? I didn't know it was in Nebraska. I had no idea. Huh. You guys don't like that? Oh, it's in the Dakotas. North Dakota, I'm being told. Oh, okay. Can I see the eligible vests again? I said silver, or excuse me, platinum, beige, red, and blue are the eligible vests. And yes, the top contributor of the night gets to pick a flight next time around. Someone wanted me to repeat that. I don't know why. We only got 20 minutes left on the stream. Let's check out Mount Rushmore. But let's do it as that's going to be our arrival. And so our departure will be over here, Hermosa. And actually, let's do a different plane. I'm tired of this fucking plane. Let's do a smaller one. Trying to see what planes we have. Did we do this one? Yeah, I don't think we did this plane. Here, we'll do this one. Okay. Here we go. Like I said, we did too many cities already, back to back to back. Let's do some outdoorsy stuff. What's UFGT? It was Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament in Chicago, run by Keats, if I remember correctly, who's apparently still prominent in the fighting game community. I see him on Twitter tweeting about fighting games and stuff. All right, beautiful weather. There's our destination, Mount Rush. Wow, this is nice, actually. This is, beautiful. Look at this. Beautiful greenery everywhere around that you can see. So nice, man. Okay. Semi-inept says do a fighter jet. I don't think you can make a fighter jet as DLC. Like, only regular planes are standard, and fighter jets you got to pay more money. Yeah. That's right. Mackie C has decided to not contribute. I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Okay. Will this game be put on hold when the hardcore gaming season starts? Well, right now, I'm doing it once a week as a chill stream. Alright? If interest wanes, if people get bored of it, if people are demanding that I progress in major games coming out and I'm not making enough progress because I have too many of these kind of late night streams going on, then I would consider taking it out of the rotation. For now, it's pretty much new. I've only been doing it for a week. I do enjoy doing this like once a week. So at this point, I don't think it's a major concern, but it very well may be at some point. My controller is vibrating like crazy. I'm purposely trying to lose some altitude here because when we get to Mount Rushmore, we want to see it. Right now, we're so far up, we can't even see anything, right? Okay. May not buy the DLC. I don't think I'll be buying DLC for this game. I'm just saying. Derek, I don't know who would be on my Mount Rushmore of WWE superstars. I don't think of ridiculous stuff like that, man. Anso Kumaru has tipped me $1.30. Says, is South Korea in the game? I'm a New Yorker. I spent 4 years in Korea, 2 years in Japan. It'd be cool to see you fly over Korea because it has many cool sights in Seoul and Busan. I miss it a lot. It looks beautiful at night. Yes, this game has everything. This game literally has everything from what I'm to understand. Anything that could be seen by satellite is in the game. Like, without exception. Even things that normally you're not supposed to be able to see, like Area 51 and shit, apparently are in the game. So. Okay, let's speed up this engine. Alright. This is hilarious. Now I'm being told, why did I change planes? It's going to take 10 minutes to get to Mount Rushmore. Because literally everyone complained that I was using the wrong kind of plane for seeing stuff and I shouldn't be using that plane. That's why. A turtle under a rock in Hoboken, New Jersey says, I think you should turn this into a full chill playthrough. Pick a city. Each stream you fly to another city until you go around the world. Each stream top contributor picks the next. I mean, essentially that's kind of what we're doing with the whole top contributor thing. Only it's very hard to tell how long it's going to take to do each thing. Like, for example, the first segment was about 25 minutes to do that Uluru Rock, and it was very nice. Then we went to a city, and it was like 5 minutes in Sydney, you see? So it's very hard to judge and gauge how much time you'll need for each stream, I guess. Absolutely. See, I want to do as many major cities that I know. Oh, shit. I want to do as many major cities as I can that I know. I want to do all the landmarks that I know. I want to do especially stuff in other countries that I've never seen before, but only heard about. You see, I want to do so much stuff in this game. Like, I'm actually excited to do all that kind of stuff in this game. I really am. Derek, you have a good night. Thank you for chilling with me, man. Landing challenges? I don't really know if I really care about landing the plane. I mean, I have done it before, but I don't know if I really care that much about landing the plane. Lots of beautiful trees. Cocoa Beach, Florida. Check out Kennedy Space Center. See all these suggestions? Pretty crazy. So many. So much you can do. Always Hot Tea says, did you know you can actually travel to any of those places in the U.S.? Yes, and it costs money and time that I don't have, and it's also risky with COVID. So this game is kind of an escape in that regard, you know. Terry has just tipped me $25, ladies and gentlemen. He's blown the lid off this stream. He says, I was in Kigali, the capital of Rwanda, for work a few years ago. It's a business hub in Central Africa. Don't know if the game's auto-generation will do it justice. It'll be something out of the ordinary to check out. Kigali, Rwanda. Interesting. That is not something that I expected anyone would ask for. But thank you, Terry. You are now the top contributor. Oh, crap. What happened to the tea? Disappeared. And that jumps us up to $91 in tips. We are so close to the $100 tips goal, guys. And a vest. All right, now Terry's in the lead. So Terry will be going to Kigali, in the capital of Rwanda, next week. Rwanda is the most densely populated country in Africa, I'm being told. Wow. Go. Team Coco says, think about it. If I didn't have Xbox Series X and Game Pass right now, what else would I be playing? He's absolutely right. Seriously, this Xbox Series X has been a godsend. Think about just this week. Every game this week I'm playing is on Series X except for Street Fighter. And even coming up this month, the only game I'm actually playing on PS5 is the Ghost of Tsushima expansion. Every other game I'm playing is on Game Pass. How crazy, dude. I mean, that's what I mean. What I told you guys that what was going to happen was that about halfway through this year, if not even sooner, there was going to be an opportunity where Game Pass was going to take over. I even said, what was it, June? I said, look at all the games that are under Game Pass. It's going to completely take over. Some gamers are only going to be using Game Pass for the rest of the year. And that's what I mean. Like, the Game Pass is a huge thing. It really is, man. Chris B, no. He said, did I see his tip? Chris B, the last tip that I got from you that shows here was from earlier today. on the early stream. I do not see a tip from you tonight here, Chris B. That does not mean you didn't send it, but it's not showing in my queue, and I don't know why. Jasper Seen Things has just done a $5 super chat. What I could try to do is like refresh my emails and see if it came through that way. Anyway, Jasper Seen Things with the super chat. At this point, it's not close to $25, so I don't have to really care too much about that. Yeah, no, I don't see anything, Chris. Maybe it didn't go through for some reason, which is weird because your tips went through earlier today, but for some reason they don't seem to be going through now. Okay. Let's continue. So, are we approaching it? This is it? I think we might be going from the wrong side. Oh, look at that. There's like little buildings right here. I wonder if this is where you're supposed to review it from. Yeah, it is. See, these buildings are probably the formal viewing of Mount Rushmore. And then there's Mount Rushmore. Now, I do have... Oh, there's some more buildings where you could probably view it from. I do have to ask, and I wonder if anyone can actually answer this historically. What is the point of having a mountain in the middle of fucking nowhere with the president's faces carved into it, right? Like, I could see if they made a monument in the middle of a huge city. Or if they did it, you know what I mean? Like, oh, at the Capitol, there's a giant monument. Like, they have the Lincoln Memorial, they have this stuff. Why is this in the middle of the fucking country, in the middle of fucking nowhere? You know? I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. If you want to go here for, like, a vacation, if you're an outdoorsy person or whatever, you probably love this, but it's like, why is it here? It's so odd to me that it's here, and look, you really have to go out of your way to get to this. It's not even, you know, it's not even near anything. You have all these buildings they probably specifically built for viewership. Yeah, see, there's seating down there. There's actual seating down there so you can look up at it. Why did they put it there? Choco Boko just tipped me $9 and said, I got you, Phil. Here's $9. So we have to do a very last minute poll for a vest because we have hit the vest level of tip support. And I appreciate you guys for supporting me tonight. Thank you so much. Let me run that poll very quickly here because we're just about out of time. Okay. So, beige, red, blue, platinum. Those are the 4 for tonight. Okay. Spawn Killer to Super Chase. Did you hear about sad news about Trevor Moore? I don't know who Trevor Moore is, but we talked about it earlier on the stream. I guess he was from some comedy show called The Whitest Kids You Know. I have no idea what it is. I've never heard of it, never seen it. But yeah, unfortunately, apparently he passed away at only 41. So very young. Not very, very young, but you know what I'm saying. I'm 39, and I consider myself not an old man yet. It's cool to see it. I mean, this is pretty nice to be flying by it. I still don't understand it, though. I don't understand why it's in the middle of nowhere. Why couldn't they just build a nice monument or something where there's already people? You know what I mean? It'd be like, wow, did you know that we built a giant statue of, I don't know, Mickey Mouse, but we built it out in the middle of a, you know, a fucking rainforest where you have to, like, traverse for, like, 3 days through thickets with machetes, and then you can finally see this big Mickey Mouse head that we built out there. It's like, what? What did you do that for? No one can see it. The Plain Wheel to me $1.30 says, don't forget Game Pass works on PC also. Sometimes PC gets PC-only games on Game Pass. It's amazing value for both PC and Xbox at no extra cost for both. Yeah, I mean, seriously, man. I said this earlier. I said, dude, with new releases and everything coming out, I knew at some point if I had an Xbox Series X and Game Pass, it was going to take over my content. And here we are. Here we are in August. There's literally nothing going on, but if you have Game Pass, there's a ton going on. Seriously, because who wants to nickel and dime buy all these games? But now I can check them all out and just enjoy them and have chill streams with you guys because I have an Xbox Series X and Game Pass. And again, to the person who donated the Xbox Series X, thank you. You seriously made this summer interesting. You did. Because outside of that, it was going to be fucking boring. I would still be playing Zelda for a while, too. Usagi Jojo says, for the best, it's away from cities. Rioters cannot smash them. I mean, you could also just have, like, actual police there to stop that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of pussyfooting around and letting people do whatever they want, you could actually prevent them from being vandals because it's against the law. I'm just saying, you know, it's possible to actually stop crimes. I don't know if you guys were aware of that, especially with the whole last year, how things went down. But it actually is possible to stop riots and crimes. They do it all over the world, trust me. Anyway, here, look. It's cool. Lincoln's looking a little crooked there, though. Shout out to Chris B, who now his tip did go through. $4.20. He's trying it again. Do you have a favorite Spider-Man out of Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland? Hopefully they're all in Spider-Man No Way Home. For me, of course, it's always going to be Tobey Maguire, the original, because that's the one who I watched when I was, you know, first watching the original Marvel movies, and I thought he did a good job. And I thought he embodied the character of kind of the nerdy Peter Parker. And, not to say that I don't like the other... Oh, shit. Oh, no! That's a big mistake! Right off his schnoz! Right off the schnoz! Right off the schnoz! Oh! Ooh! Well, if you've ever wanted to see Mount Rushmore up close and personal, we just did it. I think that's the best view you can get. Very nice. Okay, well, that worked out. Now we can see it up close. Actually, is it true that he has those glasses on? Wait a minute. He actually has full rimmed glasses on the sculpture on Mount Rushmore? Seriously? That's weird that he has those glasses. Anyway, Platinum Vest is one. Let me get the Platinum Vest. Poor Lincoln got a face first propeller. Alright. You guys want the plaque? You get the plaque. Alright? You get the plaque. Can I name the presidents on Rushmore? I know it's Washington. Is it Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, Lincoln? I know it's Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln. I don't know who the guy with the glasses is, right? Is that Roosevelt? I can't remember. I'm amazed he has glasses. Why would they bother putting glasses on the statue, right? Why would they bother with that? The statue really does have the glasses? I was correct. So it's Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, Lincoln. There you go. Don't know how I knew that. Because he had glasses, so what? So it doesn't mean you have to put them on. Maybe Jefferson liked to snort coke. Do you see him snorting coke on the fucking Mount Rushmore? You know what I mean? Like... Anyway, thank you, Chris B, for the tip. Yes, I would say Tobey Maguire is definitely my favorite Spider-Man, the original and best, okay? Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, per our running leaderboard of contributions tonight, it is currently Terry, who is the top contributor, $25 tip. So Terry wants to go to Kigali, Rwanda, next week. I have no idea what that's going to be like at all. I certainly don't know anything about that area. People are telling me it's the most populated part of Africa. So it could be interesting to see what it looks like. Kigali, Rwanda. Maybe next week we'll do a few places in Africa, right? Maybe we can do like that. We could go to the Serengeti and fly over the Serengeti and see what it looks like. I don't know if they'll have any actually like elephants or creatures like someone has suggested. Maybe they will, right? Yeah. Historical pictures all have Roosevelt in glasses. Oh, yeah. This is just the craziest way to end the stream, that the plane landed like this, and we get to see the president's up close. Can I rotate the camera? Oh my god. Look at this. We can see. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's a big booger up Lincoln's left nostril there. We got to get a big cotton swab to go in there. Yeah. Get it out of there, man. It's a pretty nice sculpture, for sure. But again, I have to ask the question, why did they put it here, right? So there's the seating. If you actually go, see as a tourist, you sit down there and you can view it, probably take pictures and stuff from down there. And you can probably see it from all those buildings in that direction, I would bet. Yeah. Okay. Look at the look at the guys in the plane. They're like, oh, hey, could you please reset? I think we're fucked. We're gonna barf any moment here. Did I know there's a secret vault behind the president's heads? Yes, that's where all the money, all the secret stash is kept, all the money and everything. They hoard it all back there. That's correct. Who are the four again? Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, Lincoln. Yep, from left to right. Nico says, can you not see how beautiful the scenery is? It would be wasted surrounded by a bunch of buildings. My point is, this scenery is nice, and you can go here for just the scenery, right? And you could easily put this in the middle of a town, a big giant fucking sculpture in the middle of a major metropolitan area where everyone there can see it, rather than having to go out to the middle of fucking nowhere to see it. You understand? You understand? America's Hokages. The Hokages. Yes. Which Roosevelt? This isn't this oh man. Because there's Teddy Roosevelt and there's FDR. This is whatever one was first. And I always get them confused. Was Teddy Roosevelt first and FDR was second? I think Teddy Roosevelt was the earlier one, and then Franklin Delano Roosevelt was the one who came later. Wasn't FDR the one that got polio? FDR had polio, right? And then Teddy was earlier. Yeah. Am I correct? I think I'm correct. Okay. Yes, FDR was in the 1930s during the Depression, and he had polio. Okay. All right. Teddy was the man's man president. Oh, I see. You can't go wrong with a Roosevelt. Remember that. That's my new catchphrase. You can't go wrong with a Roosevelt. All right, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to call it a night. It looks like Terry is our top contributor. Thank you, Terry, for the top contribution. Although, thank you everyone who contributed over the course of the stream. It is much appreciated. That means that we will be going to Kigali, Rwanda next time around. There's zero chance I will remember that. So I'm going to have to play this video back next week to remember Kigali, Rwanda, because I will not know. Terry, if you're here next week, please remind me as well. I'd be very excited for you to be here while we actually fly over it and see what it looks like. And like I said, since that's in Africa, perhaps we'll do a few other things in Africa as well. Much like this week, we did the Uluru Rock, but then we ended up doing Sydney and Melbourne, other things in Australia. So perhaps that's how we'll handle it next week. We'll do like things all in Africa at once. I think that would be pretty cool. Okay. Good stuff. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, awesome. Thank you very much. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I think this was my 4th session of Flight Simulator. I'm pretty sure it was my 4th. Maybe my 3rd, but I think it was my 4th. So that was a good session. I hope you had fun. Like I said, as of now, this will be once a week. Likely right now, it'll be next week, Sunday night, just like it was this week. And every week, we'll be flying around the world. I think, this is cool for variety. Once a week, doing a 2-hour chill stream of, aerial tourism. Okay? All right, that's it. Until next time. Thank you, guys.